So I just wanted to do a vlog about my shyness. You know, it makes me really uncomfortable to have a YouTube channel. And I know I tell people to subscribe at the end of these videos, and I do want you to subscribe. It's just I kind of don't want this to grow because it just makes me uncomfortable. I kind of I think if this channel grows, I would be uncomfortable with it, and this whole thing just feels weird. I don't know. I don't this doesn't come natural to me. Like the Duran Duran video, I got like 500 views or something on it and a bunch of subscribers, and now people are starting to subscribe to my short story readings. I I do like that. I do like the subscribers. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying part of me doesn't like it. Part of me doesn't want to even be on here. Part of me wants like a normal job and not have this weird hobby where I do this, because it's just like this is growing really fast, and the thing is this whole thing has like exponential growth, and I don't really want exponential growth. That makes me really uncomfortable when I even think about that, because you know, I just want to be a normal person. I just want to be a normal person. Like, people watch this stuff and I'm like, yeah, I do want you to watch it, but it just feels weird. It feels weird that people watch me on here, and it's not only that. Like, everything I do, I always feel weird. I always just feel like a weirdo, and I feel really shy. And like when a girl flirts with me, I'm like, it just makes me uncomfortable. I don't flirt back. I just feel uncomfortable when they do that, and it almost feels like the Garden of Eden, when Eve ate from the tree of forbidden knowledge, and she ate the forbidden fruit, and then I don't know if they were smited or something, but they were like, the Garden of Eden was over and they had to go to the real world or whatever. Like, I almost think, I don't know, maybe I had this theory of I could read literature and read classic short stories from like 100 years ago that are public domain, and that would be better than studying some other work of fiction or whatever. Like, I could read that here, and then I had this idea, maybe 4 months ago, where I just had that reading literature idea just now. But I had this idea like 4 months ago, like I could talk about music like it's a high art, and talk about music like it's scripture or whatever, and then or I could talk about literature like it's scripture or whatever. But all that stuff feels so weird. Like, should I be doing a Bible study on here? Would that be a better use of my time if I did a Bible study, or I did a Quran study, or I did a Torah study, or I did a whatever Eastern religions they study over there, whatever books they study in the Eastern philosophies? Should I study something else? Maybe I don't know. It just feels weird because all this subscribers, all this dopamine gets to my head, because it it, it makes me kind of manic, because if this grows too fast, it just makes me uncomfortable. Like, in a good way. It makes me uncomfortable in a good way. Like, I like being uncomfortable in that way. I like being challenged and feeling like I'm creating something new. But I do these vlogs to specifically slow the growth of the channel. People watch these vlogs, and people watch this stuff, but they don't watch it as much as they watch some of my other content. So what I want to do is I want to make the most boring content possible, and I want to find something that absolutely no one would want to subscribe to, because again, I like that you subscribe. Whoever's watching, subscribe. I like that you subscribe. It's just I want this channel to grow as slowly as possible because it really goes to my head, and it turns into arrogance. Like when this channel grows, it turns into arrogance, and I don't want to feel arrogance. That's not what I want. You got to be careful with this YouTube stuff because let me tell you what, I'm a guy who's like permanently unemployable. And if I become employed on here, I'm gonna have problems because then I'm gonna have self confidence. I've never had self confidence before, so I don't really want to be walking around with self confidence. That's gonna make me feel weird. I feel weird if I have self confidence out of nowhere, out of the blue. If I have self confidence, I'm gonna feel nuts if I have self confidence because I've never had self confidence before. Maybe when I was like 7 years old, I had self confidence because I think when I was like 7 years old, like I got more Valentines on Valentine's Day than the rest of the class because I had green eyes, and I got more Valentine's Day, and then I started to be bullied because I got more Valentines, and other kids would beat me up because I got more Valentines that one day in the second grade. I got more Valentines than everyone else, and then everyone else beat me up for the next couple of years until I had to change schools to go from private school to public school, so that people wouldn't beat me up anymore. And everyone was really nice to me at public school because I thought everyone was like private school. Everyone was like a snotty rich kid, but no, not everyone is a snotty rich kid, and some people are really nice to you, and the whole process is really uncomfortable. And if I go through this process again, where people start liking me again, it just makes me uncomfortable because that means I'm about to get beat up. If people start liking me, that means I'm going to get beat up because I know this cycle. I gain popularity, I lose popularity. I gain popularity, I lose popularity. This cycle goes around and around and around. Dude, I like to just I like when people don't notice me. I like when I don't cause a ripple. I like when I fly under the radar because the more people notice me, the more people think how weird I look, how weird I am. This whole thing is this whole YouTube thing is just weird. And I like YouTube because it means I don't have to spend as much time finding like regular work because like in the real world like some of these places you work at and things go south really quickly. But on YouTube, if somebody leaves a comment that I don't like about uses some word I don't like, then I just delete the comment. And then the community doesn't turn toxic because I just delete the comment. But like in the real world, if somebody says something badly to you, you still got to work with them. And you know, it's difficult. It's it's difficult. I mean, I do feel safer in the online space than I do in most regular workplaces. The place I work isn't bad. I'm not saying the place I work is bad. I'm saying some of the past places I've worked and I've like I let arrogance get the better of me a lot of times. I made a video about arrogance like a week ago, and I let it get the better of me a lot of times. So like I'm worried that I would get arrogant if I grew this channel too quickly, and that really scares me. It really scares me that if I get too arrogant from this channel, and things could get really good really fast, and that's not good. You don't want things to get really good really fast. That's a bad thing because then it all goes to your head. Okay? So yes, I like subscribers, but I almost don't want the subscribers almost turn to arrogance for me, and it's just like it's too much. I feel like the kid from Home Alone. Like I don't know what to do when I'm home alone. Like I don't know. Like it's a lot to take in. And I know you look at my subscriber count, it's not very high. I know it's not very high because I don't want it to be very high. I mean, like, I want it to be higher. I just, like, the higher you high, the higher you get, the further you fall. Okay? The higher you get, the further you fall. So, no, the higher you get, the harder you fall. Don't forget that. The higher you get, the harder you fall. So that was a Peebo Bryson song. That's who said that. It also said that in the Bible. The higher you get, the harder you fall. And you don't want to get that high. You don't want to go like on mountaintops. And you don't want valleys either. That's the weird thing. You don't want mountaintops and you don't want valleys. Because valleys you feel really low and mountaintops you feel really high, and both are bad. You want it like kind of straight and narrow. You always want to be on the straight and narrow, and like this whole YouTube thing just gets to my head, and so like I have this weird conundrum because like I think of an idea that gets me subscribers, like the music analysis was getting me subscribers, sort of. I mean, I did an album review of Duran Duran and I got subscribers. But I also got like 100 comments under it, or like 50 comments under it, and it was like, you know, I don't know. Like this YouTube thing is not for everyone. I'm telling you, it's not for everyone because it feels awkward. It just feels awkward putting yourself on the internet. I'm not saying don't subscribe. I'm just saying this feels awkward. This feels really awkward. And I'm only doing this because I don't fit in well as in the real world as much as I do in the online world. I like the online world better than the real world, but it just feels weird. Because like I'm starting to be more confident in real life and people are starting to see like I'm more confident because of this YouTube channel. And like girls are like walking up to me on the street and stuff. It's weird, man. I almost don't even want to talk about it. I almost don't even want to talk about that because it's like as I get more confident, like hot girls are like walking up to me and like flirting with me. It doesn't feel right. Because like a year ago, nobody did that, and a year ago, people were like disgusted with me and stuff. And the more effort I put on, the more confident I get on this YouTube channel. And like my other job's going well, so I mean my actual job is going well, and it's just the more effort I don't know, just like I don't want things to get better. I want things to stay bad because the higher you get, the harder you fall. And I don't even want this. This thing makes me uncomfortable. So, like, I figure out a new technique. Oh, I get subscribers from reading classic literature on here. I get subscribers, but it makes me not want to do that anymore. If I'm going to get subscribers, I know it's counterintuitive because I want to make a career on here, but if I'm getting subscribers at something, that means I just want to do something more obscure. I want to find some more obscure concept, and like I know I can't just vlog every day on here because I drive myself batty vlogging on here, and I will keep doing vlogs. I will, but I just want to do something different. You know, and maybe I'll talk about the Omicron COVID variant, the Omicron COVID variant. I could make videos about the news, the Omicron COVID variant that's in South Africa that could be bad, but who knows? I don't know if I want to have a news channel because then it's news channels are like controversial because like you have like the right wing people and the left wing people, and it's just I'm a left wing person, but it just feels weird. Like I don't know if I want to have a news channel because that's like controversial. Then it'd be like I would like I'd be talking about controversial stuff. And like I don't know if that's what I want to spend my time doing either. Because like I know controversies get clicks, but like is that what I want to spend my time on here doing? I don't know. And like I could just keep doing the literature, but like I people like click on it and they like it, and I don't know. I just like I'm like one of those like indie bands that don't want to get popular. Like Nirvana, when like Nirvana got super popular, Kurt Cobain didn't like that. Kurt Cobain didn't like how Nirvana got popular. He wanted Nirvana to stay an indie band because he didn't like the fame. Kurt Cobain did not like the fame he got from Nirvana's popularity. So it's like I get that. I totally get that. And I'm not saying this is ever going to be as big as Nirvana. That would be arrogant to even think that. But like you're probably going to unsubscribe just by me saying that. What the point I'm trying to make is like I kind of want this to be an indie thing because like it just feels weird getting popular online. Like it just feels weird. Like I feel like confident. I don't want to feel confident. Who wants to feel confident? I like being a nerd. Why do, you know, I'm not doing this to get confident. I'm doing this to make money. I'm doing this to have a career on YouTube. I don't want to do this so the girls start flirting with me on the street. But the problem is, girls are starting flirting with me on the street. So I, I feel like that's not the reason why I'm doing this. I'm not trying to increase my confidence. Just trying to make money. But the only way to make money, it increases my confidence in the same token. And I just, I wish there was a way I could make money without increasing my confidence. But then if I walk around without confidence, then it's like people think I'm weird. I look weird when I have confidence. I look weird when I don't have confidence. So I kind of like being somewhere in between. So like I want to do something completely different on this channel and not keep reading the literature because not keep reading the classic stories because I don't know. This whole thing is weird. I don't want girls to flirt with me on the streets. But I was like gawking at them a little bit, so like maybe if I don't gawk at them, they won't flirt with me. That would be preferable. I'll probably just stop gawking at them and then they'll stop doing that. But it's just a weird experience because they've never done that before. They haven't done it for years, and since I was younger. And when I was younger, they used to do that. But like I don't know. Like I should just talk about the Omicron variant on COVID and talk about how concerning it is. Oh, I'm concerned with that, and you know, they're gonna have to develop a new vaccine that protects against it, or a booster shot that's specifically designed to. I just read a Washington Post article. They're gonna have to develop a booster shot that's specifically designed to fight against the Omicron variant, but they're still testing it to see if it's as dangerous as the other variants, and we're gonna find out pretty quickly in South Africa if if the um, if the Omicron variant is going to be significantly worse than the Delta variant, because the thing about the Omicron variant is the people who are already sick, people who already got COVID, are not immune to the Omicron variant. They don't have the antibodies they need to protect against it. Now, what I'm hoping is this is going to be like more like the Mu variant from China. I think this was like 4 months ago. There was like a Mu variant in China or something, or maybe that was a year ago. I don't remember. But there's one variant that came out that wasn't like that bad. So maybe this will be one of the variants that aren't that bad. But it just feels like this COVID thing is never going to end. It feels like the new Black Plague, because it's never going to get any better. We're going to have to be wearing masks permanently. We're going to have to get everything delivered. We're all going to have to do this weird crater economy stuff, and it's just going to be dangerous forever to go outside because of these variants. And like, I guess I'll keep going to my job, but it's going to be dangerous to go to my job, and it's just I have to be careful and keep getting my booster shots, I guess. But the Omicron variant really scares me, and I don't know. It's just weird how like I read a tweet from like Marjorie Taylor Greene on Twitter, and it said like instead of worrying about the new variant, we should be fighting obesity. But sure, we should fight obesity, but what ideas does she have to fight obesity? I guess she has a point. Because the obese people are more likely to get it, so I guess we should try to get in shape. But I mean, how easy is it to get in shape? A lot of that's just like confidence. If you're gonna get in shape, a lot of that's just like confidence and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm in better shape now than I was a year ago because I'm more confident than I was a year ago. I don't know what am I doing on YouTube? Like I'm gonna have to like find something else to do other than these vlogs. And I don't know. I almost don't even want to do this anymore because like it feels weird growing on here. Like I don't know. Like everybody can't just have a YouTube channel, can they? Is that the future? Everyone's gonna have a YouTube channel and everyone's just gonna try to get as big as possible on YouTube. Is that what the future is? Like everyone's just gonna have try to have a YouTube channel and that's it. But people still need to work at like hospitals and. But as far as schools go, schools are a lot of schools are going on YouTube now. As far like YouTube Kids, a lot of kids are downloading the YouTube Kids app and they're learning on YouTube. I have a friend who makes Facebook. I mean, a friend who shared on Facebook. She was making she makes YouTube Kids teaching content, and it makes me think that she's going to do well because um, like YouTube content is really what you want, and I almost think everyone should make a YouTube channel because what else are you gonna do with your time? If you're supposed to be isolated, if there's a pandemic, all right, and you're supposed to be quarantined, what else are you gonna do other than start a YouTube channel and try to make money on here? What else are you gonna try to do? You know, because you can't just be keep going to bars and stuff and keep spending all your time, you know, out in public, putting your life in danger. You can't keep doing that. Like this is all there is. Just technology. I don't know of anything. I don't know a better way to spend my time. You know, and they're gonna be. Schools are closing down. There's not even enough bus drivers anymore. So what are these kids gonna do? These kids got to get a computer or a cell phone, and they got to learn about life on YouTube. They got to watch YouTube Kids. I don't make content for YouTube Kids, by the way. This isn't kids content. This is only for adults. These videos will not go on YouTube Kids. I'm saying that I worry about the education system because these COVID variants keep getting worse, and these kids can't go to school. And there's not enough bus drivers anymore. So a lot of the schools are closing down. And even the teachers would prefer to teach online. They would prefer to teach from the comfort of their own home rather than go to school having to wear masks all the time. I just feel like this is a safer option. I feel like this is the better option to make content. And everyone should make content. Everyone should try to do this. It's not just like for some people. It's not for some people, Everyone should try to do this. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. That's probably and like there's like this stigma to it. There's a stigma. Oh, you're talking to a webcam. Well, yeah, but thousands of people are watching, so I'm not really just talking to a webcam. I'm talking to thousands of people all over the world, and it's like networking internationally rather than networking locally. You can network locally, but how far is it really going to take you? How far are you really going to get networking locally when you can network internationally? Wouldn't you prefer that? Wouldn't you prefer to be talking to thousands of people at one time rather than one or two people at one time? I don't know. That's what I would rather do. But that's just me. Some people would prefer, whatever the traditional forms of work, traditional forms of networking are. And I get that. I get that too. But I don't know. I'm just worried about the Omicron variant, and I don't know. Like I don't really want to get that popular that fast on here because it feels like I want to get popular on here, but like every time I get a bunch of subscribers, like it all goes to my head, and it's just I'm uncertain with myself, and like I still need to maintain my other job, obviously, because I don't make any money on here yet, but um, I I lack confidence, but I still get like mania sometimes from having too much confidence. And I don't want to make popular stuff on here. I want to make like unpopular stuff. I don't want to grow too quickly on here because it's like a weird experience getting popular on here because like this thing is, as long as I make a video every day, this thing's growing. As long as I make a video every day, this thing's growing. So I don't I don't care. You know, I don't want it to grow quickly, so I do these vlogs intermittently, and I don't know. I maybe I'll do like read a short story, and then I'll do a vlog, and I'll read a short story, and then I'll do a vlog, and maybe I'll go back and forth because I have to talk about my emotions on here too. I can't just read a bunch of poets who passed away 150 years ago or whatever, or 100 years ago. I have to like talk about what my life is like too. I can't just read fiction all the time. Um, you know, this takes a lot of confidence to do, and I almost don't even want to do this for the rest of my life because I like it's like it's a big task learning how to do this because like I'm one of the front runners. I'm one of the, what do you call it? The Seth Godin had a word for this. Prime mover. No, that's not the word. Not prime mover. Like anytime there's a new technology, there's always gonna be some people. The first mover. There's always gonna be the first movers moving onto the technology first and gaining a foothold, and then there's people who are gaining who start using the technology a few years later to gain a foothold. And like being one of the first ones doing this, like it feels like the Wild West. It feels like a new frontier. And I don't know I don't know what comes next. I don't know. It's growing. I'm projected to be monetized in 3.5 years, and probably the more of these I make, it could probably go faster than I could be monetizing faster than 3.5 years. Um, so what did my title in this? Shyness. Um, yeah, so I have shyness. This video is about shyness, and um, if I can do this, then anybody can do this because I am shy, but I do have public speaking experience. I've done this at customer service jobs before. I did take speech classes in college and high school, so I do have public speaking experience, but I'm still shy. And I'm still really shy doing this. And I don't think I'm ever not going to be shy. It's just, I do this anyways, even though I am shy because I want a career on here someday. And I have to be one of the initial first movers for this technology. I believe in the future this will be more and more common, but for now it's like a new frontier. And I have to walk where other people haven't walked before, and it's like it's you got to be careful because like I don't know if I read too much literature, if that's gonna be bad for me, or if I do too many album reviews. Like I thought of reviewing the new Sting album, but then it's like I don't want 500 people watching this video. I don't like I want 500 people watching. I just want to grow this channel slowly. I don't want it to grow it quickly. Like I could have. What is Sting's new album called? Like I could review his new album. I've heard it a few times. The Bridge. I could review The Bridge, but it's like because I'm a big Sting fan. But you know, like talking in front of 500 people. Yeah, I like these vlogs because nobody watches these, or like one or two people watches these vlogs, and especially when I make these really long ones, people don't watch them. So, um, but if I review Sting's new album, then like 500 people are gonna watch it, and like I don't know if I want 500 people watching my videos. I'm really shy. I'm really shy. I don't know if I want to do that. I like these videos where like not many people watch them, you know. And you know, I could read more literature, but if this channel takes off like a skyrocket from reading literature, is that what I want? I just want to make the most boring content possible. I want to gain as few subscribers as possible. I want people to be absolutely bored out of their mind with this content. So I almost don't want to read classic literature anymore. Like I almost just want to read like the back of a milk carton or something. You know, like read something just more boring. I feel like the literature is too exciting. I could keep doing that, dude. I could totally keep reading books on here, and people would keep subscribing, and I could totally keep doing that, you know? Dude, I could totally do that, but it's just, you know. Those stories are so emotional. I almost just want to do something more dry. I want to make more dry material than that. Um, so I'll think of that in the future. Um, that was some good theory crafting. That was some good brainstorming. But um, I just want to read. Like I'll probably read something more boring. Like I read the "What Is Feminism" video. I thought was better. I kind of enjoyed that more because it was more boring than the literature, I guess. So what did I title that video? What is feminism? Because I'm a feminist and I want to promote the ideals of feminism. I want to promote that idea. So I could probably just do more of that. Just read Wikipedia articles. I could probably just do more of that. But it it's gonna be boring. I know it's gonna be boring. And I thought of naming this channel before I started it, that boring guy, instead of the ASD guy, because the boring guy, I like being boring. Like, don't ever forget that. I like being boring, and if I'm ever not boring, that means I'm doing something wrong. And I almost just want to find more boring content to read than classic literature. Like, I want to challenge people's preconceived notions, and I want to just read like Wikipedia articles. Wikipedia articles are public domain, so you can probably read whatever I want. Whereas if I read like a news article, I don't know if. I guess you don't need permission to read a news article, but I like Wikipedia articles because they're really in depth. And if I want to promote like an idea like feminism, then I could just do that on there. But I want this channel to grow slowly, not quickly. I know most people, when they start a YouTube channel, they want it to grow quickly, but I want this to grow slowly, not quickly. Because I become arrogant when it grows quickly. It doesn't, I don't like that feeling. I don't like the way it makes me feel. So, um, I, I'm probably just gonna like read Wikipedia articles in the future, as boring as that sounds. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Like I'll probably read what is sophistopop. I'll probably make a video of what is sophistopop. Um, because I like talking about sophistopop. Let me see that. If, anyways, I'm not gonna bore you guys anymore. I'll think of something to do in the future, but um, please subscribe to this channel, be part of the community. Let me know in the comments below. Do you feel shyness too? Because I feel a lot of shyness always. But let me know in the comments below if you feel shyness as well, like I do. How do you overcome your shyness if you do? What do you do? Please subscribe to this channel, be part of the community. Please like this video. It really helps out the channel a lot. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.